So, hello sir. My name is Saimon V, Landayan, and my partner is Prince Christian Pangilinan, and we are from BSCPE4A. And for today, we will gonna show on how to build a mobile app using a Flutter. So, first, let me share my screen. There. Then we're gonna open our app, which is the Android Studio. First, we were gonna create Hello World using Flutter. So, void main. Then run up. So here we're gonna state that our material app will be constant, or we will never change it constant. So material app. Then we're gonna put a semicolon here. Then we type home text. Before that, let me explain on what is the use of material app. So a material app is an application that uses material design. It is a widget that wraps a number of widgets that are commonly required for material design application. So let's go back to our text. So here, we're gonna type hello world, hello world. This will gonna show you on our uh, sample cell phone here. Then let's create a style. So style for simply this is for styling our display text, text style like that. Then we're gonna create our font weight. This font weight that bold. Then for our color, this will appear to this will determine either the colors of our text. Let's say blue, and then put here a comma. And let's try to run our first application. So let's wait to respond the CP cell phone here. Our code will be shown here. So there we go. So if you wanna change the color, you can say this will become red, then run it again, then it must be changed to another color. So there you go. So let's move on to our next topic, which is scaffold and app bar. So let us delete this first. So here we're gonna create a material app. Then in our home, first disable this as a scaffold. Then app bar. So there we go, app bar. Then app bar. So this must be big letter. There we go. Material. Then up bar. Then I'm gonna type here title constant constant text, which is let's label it as our my first app. And there we go. After that, then center our title. So let's see if this will work. Then so there you go. You can see here our text. My first app will be here, and it is on the center of our UI or user interface. So what is the use of scaffold? So scaffold allows us to implement a basic layout for the app. Allows to set up an app bar at the top. This is it. Floating action button, and etc. It can contain a multitude of properties for specifying the attribute of the base layout. So for the continuation, upward here, I'm gonna create a body. So body, then constant center. So the use of this center is if you wanna um, add some text such as we're gonna show here in the center of our UI. So we're gonna use center, then child, text, and we're gonna type here. This is my first mobile app, for example. And then let's try to run it. So we have the error here. Body. So there we go. Then let's try to run it. So, so there we go. Our text, this is my first mobile app, will be showed here in the center of our wall. So let's move on to the floating action button. So what is the use of floating action button? So a floating action button is a circular icon button that hovers over content to promote a primary action in the application. So let's try it. So by typing, sorry, delete that. By typing here. It's a floating action button. Floating action button. Then so on press, on press, and then create a child here, lovely child, constant text, constant text, and then we're gonna click the music click here, and then let's run it. So you can see now we have the floating action button here, and then we will see that the text that we created here is also included in the our floating action button. So let's move to the styling using color and fonts. So let's go back to our scaffold, this our home. Here we're gonna create, or we're gonna set background color, colors that red, then let's say 600. Let's run. Then we will see that our home or app bar will change color or background color into red. Then on our body, here, we must create style here, then text style. Text style, let's say, for example, we're gonna have font sizing 20.0, comma, our font weight will be font weight, so we're gonna use normal, instead we're gonna use bold, and letter spacing 2.0, and then our colors, the for example red if you want, then font family, face. Okay, let's try. Let's try to run it. So we run our code. The problem is the so here is our problem here. Next time, then this will become here, here. So let's try again. So there we go. We can see here our text here. Uh, we change color into red. Then we use double spacing or letter spacing for each letter by 2.0. So we're gonna move into the floating action button. So here on the floating action button, let's say we're gonna change the color of this action button into red. So when I type here background color, then colors but red. Then let's run. So we have the constant text indexing and there we go. So as you can see, our action floating action button here change its color into red. And for the continuation, Prince Christian Pangilinan will continue the discussion.
Hello, Sir Eugene. My name is Prince Christian S. Pangilinan, partner with Saimon V. Landayan. So, this is the continuation with the activity building mobile application using Flutter. So, let's start with the stateless widgets and at reload. So, first, let's start with the coding. So, so first, let's import package. Okay, package, Flutter and material Dart, semicolon. Then let's proceed to the next line. So void main, open and close parenthesis, equal greater than to run up const material application. So this is the introducing of the void main material up. So proceed to the next line. Home, open and close parenthesis, comma. So this is the material app. Yeah, okay. Then let's introduce the class. Home extends stateless widgets. Graph. Okay. Then proceed to the next line. Const home, open and close parenthesis, open and close bracket, key, and colon, super, open and close parenthesis, key, colon, key, and semicolon. Then let's proceed to the next line. Let's overwrite widget build, widget, widget build, open and close parenthesis, build context. Okay, then proceed to the next line again, bracket, return, no return, return scaffold, to call the scaffold, up bar, then up bar, open and close parenthesis, title, const, text, and let's put my first application. Okay, then next, proceed to the next line, center title, true. Okay, and background color, colors, red, gray. So this will be the background color of the application. Okay, background. No, I think it's red. Yeah, 600. This is the code 600. Then next, oh, we're done with this. With the up bar, we're done with the up bar. So let's proceed to the body, which will be the center of the application. Const center, open parenthesis, open parenthesis, child, text, open and close parenthesis. So this is my first app ever mobile application. Yeah. Okay, comma. Then proceed to the next. The style. Let's put some design to the style, which is the font size, font weight, letter spacing, and other more. So text style. So font size is maybe 20. Okay, 20 is enough. Then font weight, no, not normal, bold. So text will be font bold. Then letter spacing is 2.0, comma again to proceed to the next line without ending the code of the body. Then for the colors gray, comma. Then for the font family, we'll be using Brace. Okay, Brace. Then next, we're done with the textile. So I think let's proceed to the text. Yeah. Okay. I think we're done with the text because this will be the text inside the body. So see this one inside the body. So let's proceed to the center. No, to the scaffold. Okay. So for the scaffold, we'll be putting floating action button. This will be located here beside this one floating button. So floating action button, open parenthesis, on pressed, open and close bracket. Okay, proceed to the next line. Child, fonts, okay, text, only text. Yan, only text. So we'll click. Okay, so inside the button of this floating action button will be displayed click text. So let's put background color, which will be the color of the floating action button. Const, mm, no, not const. Colors. So every time you're putting colors, let put color with S and period next to it and the color you want. So here we will need a color red with the coding of 600. Okay, then comma. This is for the closing of the scaffold. I know floating action button. Then this is for the closing of the scaffold. This whole structure, the scaffold is like the structure of the application. Like there is the introduction or the top title, and then there is a body. And if you want to add, you need to add a header here, like center. This is the center. This is a floating action button. So then this is the ending bracket of this widget build. Then this is the end bracket of the whole class. So I think we're done with the stateless. Now we're with this one, with this coding. So let's try to run it. Okay, let's click the hot restart or the hot reload. Okay, let's wait for the action button. Why is there's an error? I forget the comma. No, no, no. There's a Oh, I forgot to comma here. Okay, okay. To start again. Run main dart. What's this one? Okay. Let's wait. There's an error. Where's the error? Hmm. This is the error. Scaffold. Oh, forgot the semicolon. Yeah, okay, okay. Let's try to run again. So, yeah, it's going to run. Let's wait for a while. Yeah, okay. The application is now installing to the device. Oh, there you go. The Nexus 6 phone is now loading. So it's kind of slow. Oh, there you go. This is my first ever mobile application. So this is the text located in the body. So this is the body, which is located in the center. Then the title, my first application, which is this one. So let's try to put first application, then click a hot restart. So as you can see, it changes the text inside the title. So this is the meaning of the hot restart, that it updates the output, which is the cell phone, mobile phone, the virtual machine. It, it updates the new code, while the hot reload compared to hot restart, it only updates the virtual machines, the codes, while the hot reload, it starts the whole Flutter application, which is this one. It updates the library and other more. So hot restart is just like a refresh. So the we can change this one. Click. Let's try to change it to press. Oh, click this or period. So this is the center. So my name is Prince. So I'll put this is the center of this application. So I'll try to click the hot restart. As you can see, it changes the output. This is the center cell, and the floating button changes with a period. So what's the difference between stateless widget or stateless versus stateful? So the stateless widget cannot be changed over time, while the stateful widget can be changed over time. So that's the simple meaning of the two terms. So now let's proceed to adding image to the platter. So I think we're done with this. So let's change the to add image to the center, so we need to remove this coding to center. So I think this one to this one. Okay. So remove. I think this one. Yeah, only this one. Okay. Then to put image, so let's change this text to image. So image. Then let's introduce image, network image. So for example, so let's get website to the Google. So as you can see, we can put URL to there. So there you go. So I've researched a while ago what's the difference. So hot reload changes VM and rebuilds the widget tree. It doesn't return run. So load code changes into VM rebuilds the widget tree, while the load hot restart loads code changes and restarts the Flutter app. So there's a difference of both. So let's find image. Superman. Sorry, Superman. Okay, with this copy link address. So let's try to add this one. So image into so copy image address. Let's change the URL. There's still an error on this one. Why is it having error? Birth image con center child. Oh child, we have an error here. So what's the error? Image. No comment. Oh, forgot parenthesis. There's a parenthesis. Oh, forget the call. Apostrophe. There you go. So network image, meaning it comes from the internet. So let's try to run. As you can see, Superman is now in the application. So what if the image will come from the computer or from our directory? So let's try to add or download image from the Google. So let's try Black Panther. Panther. Yeah. We're going to Black Panther. Let's try to copy this one. Save image as. Let's put it in the desktop. Okay. Hmm. Then And let's name this one to block as a Black Panther. Okay, so let's go back to the application. Then let's put the on the asset. So let's create. So I think it's here. Tool, idea, Android, asset. Where's the asset? So let's create. Create a new directory for all the images and name it as assets. So let's create a new. Let's add a new folder. How to add a new folder? So let's try to add this one to here. I want to put a new folder. Assets. Small letter E A. Create assets. So let's add more images. More images. JF. Let's try to save this one if GIF will work. Save. Save. So let's add this one. Go back to Flutter. As you can see, asset is now here. Image not loaded. Try to open it. Okay, so GIF are not allowed, I think. So let's go back to the coding. So let's change this network image to asset image. Asset image, yeah. Then let's put the file name of the or the directory. So assets slash block panther dot jpg. As you can see, this is jpg. So let's try to run. So just press Flutter hot reload. So as you can see, it's not running well. So there's an error. So let's try to image. I think this will change image dot asset. So let's try this one. So there's an error. I think I did something wrong. I full I did something. Hmm. Oh, forgot to change the pubsec. Oh, there you go. I need to change this one. Change the directory. Name it with a directory. So assets. So assets. Block panther.jpg. Okay. So let's try to go back again with this one. So image asset. Oh, asset image. Okay, let's try to run it again. Not reload. Loading. Yes, this is correct. There's no error. Expected a keywell person. Oh, there's something wrong. Oh, spacing, I think. Let's try to run it again. Oh, there you go. Black Panther is now in our application. Okay. So, alternatively, let's try the other one. So, image that asset. I don't think this will work. Let's stick to the last one. Okay. So, I think we're done with the image. Putting of images. So, let's proceed to adding buttons and icons. So with the body, let's change again the body because we will put the buttons here in the body. So let's delete this one again. So this one, okay. Now we're good. Let's add child icon. So icon. Then proceed to the next line. So icons. Airport shuttle icon. Icon with S. Airport shuttle. Now, let's proceed to the next line. Let's add color. So every time you're adding color, you need to put the spelling with S. So light blue. Okay. So with S, I forgot. Then proceed again to the next line. Let's customize the size to 70. Okay. Let's try to run this one. Oh, there's an unexpected error again. So this one. Wait, wait. Sobrang, sobra yung parenthesis. So let's try to hot reload. So you can see uh, an airport shuttle icon showed. That's a graphical icon widget drawn with a clip from a font described in an icon data such as materials predefined icon datas in icons. So icons are not interactive, so they cannot be clicked or yeah, cannot be clicked. So let's try the other one, the elevated buttons. So this is the buttons and icons. So let's proceed now to the elevated buttons. The elevated buttons. So let's change this one again into elevated button. Elevated button. Then child, let's change the child. Yeah. So the child is changed. And let's add more child. Another child. Fonts. Then let's add text. So with a text, click me, right? Then proceed to the next line. It's on pressed, so meaning it can be pressed, right? Or it's not pressed. And oh, let's delete this one since we're not going to use it. Another bracket. I forget the bracket. On press print. So this will print if the button is pressed. So it was clicked. Okay. So to respond when the user click, there's an error again. I think I forgot something. Activated on press bracket read semicolon. Oh, forgot the comma there. Right? So, yeah, what's an error? Fonts text. Let's try to run it. So, ito, at a constant expression. So, with this one, repeated button, it was click, search at ED. Nothing happened. What happened? But, oh, so the const. Try to run again. So as you can see, oh, click me. So if you click this one on the system, it will show it was clicked. For example, let's click another one. See, it was clicked. So that's meaning of this button. So it was the elevated buttons to add dimension to otherwise mostly flat layouts. So in long busy lists of content or in white spaces, avoid using elevated buttons on already elevated content such as dialogues or cards. So now let's proceed to the style elevated button. So I think let's delete this one again since we're done with this elevated button. So let's delete. Okay. So child elevated button. Okay. So let's add style. Okay. Then button style. Since we're adding this style elevated button, we need a style. Style. Button style. Yeah, button style. So background color. Let's put some space. Then material state color. No, state property. Property that all colors green. So let's make it color green for the black background color. Then for the foreground color, it's the real estate property that all colors that white. Okay. Then next, I think we're done with the button style. So let's proceed and add another child. So fonts, okay, fonts, text, text, click me. So as the last elevated button without style. So this click me is also included. So let's add another one on this. So on pressed, yes. So on press meaning the button can be pressed. So bracket print, okay, print. Then let's put this one again. It was clicked. Okay. So if you can see last on the last example, when the user click, it will show data, okay, to the system. So it was clicked, so we have extra bracket here. Okay, so let's put comma here. Okay, so as you can see, there's no error. Let's try to run it again. So this is a style elevated button. So style elevated buttons is the same as the elevated buttons, but it has a design. You can see it as a color. So if you click this, so it will show output to the system. So it will give data to the system that it was clicked. Okay. So we're done with the style elevated button. So there are more styles on the elevated button. So let's try this one. So alternatively, we can use different style. So get this one. So like this one. So elevated button, we can change it to elevated button. That style form. Okay, from then primary color. So let's add colors like indigo. Okay, indigo. Small letter. So take note that when you are uh, inputting colors on the code, capital C for the colors and with AS. So white for the color, you need to make it all small letters. Otherwise, the code or program will not uh, dito makikilala, hindi nila makikilala. So, we will not be using this one. Child, click me on press. So, I think we're done again. So, let's try to run. What's the difference with the last one? So, it's also the same, but it uses different logic of coding. Okay. Then next, so yeah, when you're clicking, the system will send data output. So we have more styles on elevated button. So let's try this one. So we're going to start here on primary. Okay. Style from okay. We're going to start here in primary color. So padding, we're adding padding. Const. Okay, const. Edge inserts geometry. No, not geometry. I don't need this. Edge sets. Insets. No, insets twin. Symmetric. I need symmetric. So I'll put insects. Going to type. Let's see. Metric. Double M. Hmm, what is it? Edge. Insets. No, sorry. Insets. Okay, insets. That's symmetric. Symmetric. Okay. Now next, put into horizontal with 80. Okay, next, we're done with the edge insets. So comma. Then next, proceed to the next line. Text style. Const. Const. Text style me. Put parenthesis of font size 35, comma. Okay. Font family. Race. Okay. So we're done with the text style. Put comma. So next, after textile shape, we're adding shape to the uh elevated button. So there will be curve beside the button, on the side of the button. And so rounded rectangle border. Next, border radius. Okay. So border radius. No, just circular. Okay. Put it to 30. 30 radius. And we're done with the rectangular way. Then let's add icon again. Right? Let's add icon. Const. Okay, const. Icon. One. Icons. That mail. Again. Icons with letter I and with S. So mail for the icon. And on press. So let's remove this child. We don't need that one. So on press. When it was click. So kulang. So it was click. Then after the bracket, let's add label. Okay. Const. Okay. Text that when you click the button, it will give output to the system or date. it will give data that it was click me. Okay. Okay, let's try to run this one. No. There's an error. So icon and label. Okay, so elevated button. Forgot to put icon here. This one to. I think it's okay now. There's no error. Let's try to run this one. So as you can see, it changed. So it has more designed elevated buttons. So mostly these are used on emails. As you can see, if you want to send an email, there is a design button like this. So let's proceed now to the next, which is the icon button. So it's also located on the body. So let's remove again this one. Enter. Let's delete this one. Okay. So now let's change this elevated button into icon button. Icon button. Okay. Then let's not like this. Still no on press. Okay. So print. Click me. Again, you click me. You click me. Colon. Proceed to the next line. Icon. Const. Okay. Icon. Icons. Mail. Okay. Next icon size. 80.0. Okay. Then next is color. Colors. The purple accent. Okay, we're going to use purple accent. I think we're done with this one. Okay, so let's try to run this one. You can see there is an icon that is a button. Now, so if you click this one, it will give data to the system. Okay, that you click me. So this is called icon button. So now let's proceed to the next, which is the containers, paddings, and margins. So the containers, it is a parent widget that can contain multiple child widgets and manage them efficiently through width, height, padding, background, color, etc. It is a widget that combines common painting, positioning, and sizing of child widgets. So padding is how much an element away from itself, how much distant how much distant an element wants to keep with the elements inside it. So margins is an element's personal space, how much distance the elements wants to keep with each elements around it. So let's proceed to the container all. So all container. So it is also in the body. So change this one into a container. Yeah. So we'll remove this one. So uh, we have different topic right now. It's called container. So okay, let's let another parenthesis since we're not going to use it. and remove this one. Okay, so for the container or the body, we will reduce body, padding, then edge insets, okay, edge edge insets, that all, okay. Now can we close parenthesis 50. And next is the color, okay, color. Again, take note that you need to put S to the color. So 3, now it's with 400, okay. Then child, fonts, text, okay, hello, okay. Now I think it's done. Let's try to run it. So it should put hello here on the side. So as you can see on the container, we're going to put like a border beside. So as you can see, it's located on the top left with a hello and a box. So it's a container. It's a box which is in the container has a text inside which is hello. So let's now proceed to the next container which is the from LTRB. So padding cons is also the same and let's change this all to from LTRB. So let's change the number to 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay, so next is color. Let's make it the same. Let's just try to run it again. This is the from LTRB. So let's see what's the difference. As you can see, in the last time it's bigger. Compared to now, it gets smaller, which have given the sizes of 10, 20, and 30. So 10, 20, and 30, 40. So from LTRB. So next, let's try the symmetric, okay? So it's also the same, but there is a changes in the coding. So after this, so we're going to change, we're going to change this into symmetric without the numbers. So horizontal 20, vertical 40, and edge hello. So let's try to run it. Run. As you can see, oh, so as you can see, the text become or it changes its location. It plays in the center of the container. So that's how asymmetric works. Then next is adding margins. So this is the last one. So adding margins. So again, it's inside the body, which is the center of this application. So let's change the padding into from LTRB again. So this is the adding margins, okay? From LTRB. Okay, from LTRB, let's uh, recall the last code, which is the 10, 20, and 40. Okay, and put again as parenthesis. Okay, so let's add a margin. So let's remove this one. So margin const, okay, edge. Let's copy this one. Edge insets. Okay, insets that all. So we'll combine the from LTRB and all. Okay, so after this margin, let's Let's not remove this one. We're going to need this, the color. Okay. So colors, gray 400. Okay. Child, const text hello. Okay. So let's try to run. What's the difference between the last code? So as you can see, the location is changed and the hello again uh, change its location. So this is the all adding margins. Okay. So this is the module 005 building mobile application using Flutter part 1. So my name is Prince Christian S. Pangilinan and partner with Saimon V. Landayan. So thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye.